This is my first trip to Hainan and I'm stunned by just how beautiful it is. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's my first, but it won't be my last. We're delighted to be here. It's the first expo here in Hainan, and we want to support it because we see fantastic opportunities. We're aware of the growth plans and the ambition for the free trade zone here in Hainan. The dynamism of the economy is absolutely extraordinary, and the level of ambition. And I think that's obviously on the part of the government, but also I think the people. I think it's very obvious. Chinese people are very hardworking, and they're ambitious for the future as well. I think there's a lot of similarities maybe between Hainan and Ireland in terms of we're a small country where we trade globally. We very much understand the importance of free trade zones as part of that global trading relationship. We have an appreciation of just the potential of the growth here in Hainan, and we understand that we're well matched in some ways. Some of our capacity in terms of our industry in Ireland is very well matched to the opportunities that are going to be here in Hainan. Whether it's science, whether it's high tech, whether it's agri-food produce, whether it's pharma or med tech, all of those areas are really a focus, we know, of the government here in Hainan. I think it's a very exciting opportunity. I think it's very ambitious, but I also think it's very strategic. So I think the planning, there's a lot of similarities with the development of Shannon in Ireland over the years, and that has been hugely successful. But I think here there's sectors where we're very closely aligned. So med tech is one of the ones that I'd look at. I think the investment in people, the investment in education is really important. And I know there's been a campaign to attract talent inwards, and I think that's essential, for any ambitious growth project like this. What we see is that a lot of Irish companies are already exporting to China, and our produce is doing very well. And we think that it's high quality produce. There's an appreciation for Irish produce here in China, and we think that will only grow in the years ahead. The advantages that Ireland has in terms of the agri-food sector is our temperate climate and our grass-based production. So the other thing is that we've developed sustainability programs. We have a very clean, natural environment, and we've been ensuring that we can measure our carbon footprint at farm level, so we can provide products that are not only very, very high quality, but they're also very sustainably produced. We combine that natural product with science. So we're all the time doing research to improve the quality and to ensure that it's science-based and that it meets the requirements of specific requirements of different markets. So I think we've very high quality food and drink offering, and indeed here in China there's an increasing appreciation of Irish whiskey, and it's gone from strength to strength. So we've seen not just Jameson, but we've seen many new brands enter the market, and indeed here in Hainan we've had 5 different new whiskey brands, all with very interesting narratives and different flavours, and we see that the Chinese really appreciate, I suppose, the variety that Ireland has to offer. We have very good relations across a number of different sectors, so obviously trade and investment, but I think also people to people. Education is really strong. A lot of Chinese students come to Ireland every year. Tourism, we've had record numbers of Chinese tourists come to Ireland in 2019, and we also see huge opportunities for education. I've already met a lot of graduates, alumni of Irish colleges just since yesterday and today, and it's wonderful to see them, and they're great ambassadors for Ireland. So I hope that our education exchange will go from strength to strength in the future. I think the other thing about Hainan is the wonderful natural environment, so people will be attracted by the quality of life here. And then I think the tax breaks, the tax environment is very important, and getting that right, and we've seen that in Ireland as well. So again, I just think that apart from sort of investment and actual trade opportunities, I hope the people-to-people linkages work well. I think we're both islands, and that Ireland is a very attractive place to visit. So I hope we see the development of tourism between the two locations. Irish and Chinese people get on very, very well, and I think we're a very friendly, warm country, so I think Chinese people coming to Ireland are assured of a very warm welcome. We both enjoy food. I mean, there's a very strong food culture here in China, and it's the same in Ireland. And I think there's a lot of music and bars, and I think Chinese people love that. They love experience our tradition and our culture. So we look forward, we really hope that once the pandemic has passed, that we can restore the direct flights to Ireland, and I really think we'll see the numbers of Chinese visitors coming to Ireland increase in the years ahead. And I hope it's both ways. I would really like to encourage more Irish people to come to China as well.